All right, guys. Excuse me. Now, whoa. Now we are live on YouTube here, and basically today we just are going to be looking at. I haven't been back here since August, and life goes on. A lot happened, and later on, here we are. So, anyway, without further ado, we are going to be jumping in the market here and we are going to be trying to find some opportunities. Okay, let me raise the light of this so I can see better. And I think I should also just darken the theme. I forgot exactly where to find that of properties. And then instead of gray, I want dark or black. Like that. Now it's better to see. So, wow, we see the market here just dumping. So, anyway, on here we just purchased our accounts with Apex Trader Funding, and our goal here is going to be to basically pass these accounts. No rush. We're gonna see how long it would take us to do that, um, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect my accounts here. 176, 1276, 7778. So I got to connect my account here. And then, because I'm trading 3 accounts, so I got to connect them. And 77, so 176 was the one that's like that. Okay. So whatever that is going to be. So we'll move this to the side so I can see right. And then, nope. All right, I'm just getting set up here, guys. Pretty much getting set up here. Okay. So yeah, basically we just are going to be trying to find opportunities in the market here. Usually when I trade um crude oil, gold, or excuse me, or I trade NQ, right? So, and with these accounts, so far I've been trading for 2 years. It hasn't been successful, and the only reason basically is because um I've really been repeating the same mistake over and over and over and again, which is not fun, which is not good at all. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to start back up, trading live, because then I have some type of accountability. As a trader, we always, it's hard to find other traders you can really like be trading buddy with. It's because it's really a lonely game. So, and instead of just doing whatever I'm doing, I just decided I'm going to start trading live. I'm going to have some type of accountability, and we're going to see from there. So, anyway, we see that NQ here this morning so far, or this afternoon. What's the time? It's 12:44. Um, actually, I saw this when I saw this strong pullback to the downside. Um, See, I gotta go around and try to find instruments here to use because I'm used to trading on Trader 8, and I know exactly where everything is. So I have to I just gotta set up this here, and then I gotta find. I gotta move my camera a little bit. Oh, I gotta bring this down. Oh, there it is. There's the tool. Sorry. Okay, so horizontal line. So basically, right up here, when I saw this market move here. This was on Friday, I think Thursday or Friday. Yeah, this move here, this move happened on Thursday, and then Friday at 5 when the market opened, the market just stalled here, which of course showed told I mean, see in previous days you see that the market made this kind of move. So obviously there's a big seller sitting up here, right? Right up here at the 550s. And looking at that, I was like, this market is gonna sell here. But now the only thing that happened, I didn't catch that move because I got in so early without a stop loss while the market was shopping around up here at five to like midnight or so. And I blew my accounts, and that really sucked. The next day, after I kind of thought that the market was going to go down here and it went in my favor, and I was just sitting there watching it. It was painful, really, really painful to watch it happen without me. But hey, we live, we learn, right? So I just moved on from there. But then now we have our three accounts, like I mentioned earlier. We're just going to trade it. We are going to try to stay disciplined with our accounts. And what I mean by discipline, we're going to be going by our rules. I have my rules here. We're going to be journaling. What are we losing or making money in the market? We're going to be journaling those, and we're going to be noting, taking notes why those things are happening, basically, right? So we see at this point, I don't think I'm going to get into NQ. You guys see the way in which it's selling down. I'm just gonna move this camera a little bit so I can see my instrument here because I'll be grabbing it online. Okay, so this should be fine. So we see, let me see, yeah, if is this a triangle? Okay, we see this. So what I'm thinking is that if NQ keep going down, this is where it's gonna go down, right? First of all, if we go on a time frame here, usually I just find my trend on the 15 minutes time frame, right? 15 minutes time frame. That's why I usually find my trend. And we saw that the market was basically in an uptrend here, right? Boom, boom, boom. Three leg. 1, 2, 3, right? Move up, break up, higher high, lower high followed by a lower high here, sorry, lower high here, and a higher high here. So, and we see that the market kind of went back and forth a little bit here, and then finally it made some big break to the downside here, right? So, what's the time? Yep, 12:48. And yeah, so for sure we are just going to be staying on here and trying to find some moves. So, we decided that we're not really going to get into NQ because moving too fast, and our accounts we have are just 50K accounts. Those you can blow them easily. So we're going to go to crude oil here and see what's going on with crude oil. I'm gonna change the background color on that. I'm gonna change it to black, apply it, and change it. Still kind of so dull though. And then let's go to gold. Change that color too. From that. I'm gonna go to black. I want to apply that. Okay. Did I do gray on CL? Huh, that's crazy. It's kind of gray, black. But anyway, so we go here on a 1 hour time frame, I think. Are we? Yep, we are on a 1 hour time frame. And gold has been making some really, really crazy move, guys. It's like it's not common to see gold moving this making this kind of move in one day. Yo, when was it? Friday, gold was up by $71. 71, guys. That is not common. Usually gold move about $5 a day, or back and forward. It just gets stalled, or it just range for like few days and then make a little move. But gold was up by $70 on Friday. I mean, I'm talking about $70. And then on the same day, it made a pullback and ended at a negative $13 on Friday. That's crazy, right? Really, really, really crazy. So, um, but hey, we're just gonna be here. I'm gonna be trying to find some opportunities, right? And we see that NQ keep moving here. But it's really, really hard now because I don't want a rubber band to scratch on us, okay? So we gotta be careful how we're trading these accounts here. Let me grab chart trader. Okay, here we go. And then we see, yeah. So crude oil price has been going up so high lately. And so it's making a pullback. This is just a 150 days data. So it's making a pullback. So far it's in a higher high. But we see here that we'll grab the tool. Where is that? Yeah, so like I said, I'm just learning how to use still learning how to use these tools here. So it's a vertical line, standard line. We see that crude oil so far here. Yep. Well, so it was making a really, still uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. And I consider this down here. Excuse me. So yeah, kept going steadily uptrend. Now all of a sudden, this broke here, but it broke and got rejected. So you see how the market gapped right here, came down here, and then immediately went up. But when it made that pullback and went to the upside, it didn't break above and close the previous high, which is kind of like the all-time high basically so far. And then it made a pullback in that same zone and then pull back to the upside without any higher move. And then made another pullback for the third or fourth time, and then pull all the way back this time around, showing some strength for buying, right? And then right away, boom, to the downside. Same zone. This time it broke this and closed below. Same zone. And now we see it going to the upside. Excuse me. So what we are going to be doing here is that we are, okay, we're going to be trying to find 15 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, this is telling us that this is broken to the downside. And we see this shooting to the upside right now, but we actually are going to be looking for shorts. And the reason we're going to be looking for shorts is because in my mind, or what I see here is that these were the previous swing low, right? Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 were the previous swing low. Now, the fact that this came down here and closed right here, breaking this and closing below this, tells me that the buyer here is either out or someone overpowered them, or the seller overpowered them, right? So I'm curious now to see what the market does now. As we can see, the market is going to the upside here. I'm curious to see what the market does as to a pullback, right? So if this keep going up and close maybe at 85.50, then I'm going to consider a buy. But in the next 5 minutes, if this candlestick closes below 85.50, I'm going to go in for a short. Okay, I'll go in for a short. I'm going to just mark that right now. And that I'm going to mark that right now. and try to grab a short if that 5 minute, if the next 5 minute closes below 85.50. So I would just leave that. I don't want too much line on my. I like to keep my chart clean because all those indicators and this and that whatnot. I don't like those things. I like to keep it clean. Okay. So, but anyway, moving forward, basically, we are just going to be hopping on here every morning, trying to find opportunities in the markets, and we are just going to be trading basically, and then journaling our trade, and doing what we have to do, to stay consistent with profit in this market, because it's hard out there. Working and stuff is pretty cool, but those are not things that you want to do for the rest of your life because you have goals and dreams and aspirations to follow. So see here on NQ, guys, this is NQ. Remember I said now I'm excuse me, I'm getting scared to jump into NQ because as we all know, the market is like rubber bands, right? It's when whatever stretches, when rubber band stretches, they always come back, right? Either break and come back or it comes back to base or something. So and we don't want to get caught in that. And on the other hand, we don't want to think that because it's possible for the market to go back up, so we want to jump in there and buy, hoping that it's going to go up. That is not giving me the indication here. And the reason I say that is because if you look over here to the left side, so I'll bring this blue line down. If you look over here to the left side, this is in the middle of a big candlestick. Like I'll feel more confident to buy when the market was going to make a pullback here in this yellow zone right here, right? I can probably buy right here at 647 and have my stop loss very tight right under here. Then now I feel comfortable. But right in the middle of a big candlestick, excuse me, it doesn't indicate to me that there's a big buyer sitting there. But what this big move here tells me is that there's somebody with a decent amount of money sitting at the bottom here and pushing this market all the way up and up. And it's crazy. Look at these moves, man. If you can just grab one or two of those, hey, you're gonna get a decent payout, right? So, but so far so good. This we're just starting this, and the hope here is to, or the plan, not hope. We don't hope on here. We want to hope on things that we cannot control, right? So the plan here is to continue with this and do it consistently. Hopefully at least three. I keep saying hope, but at least 3 times a week, and we can just join our trade here and have more posts, and we can learn from our viewers as well, also on here. So, and if you are just joining, you can subscribe. So if you also want to buy some prop firms accounts, um, just right below me there, you see those discounts on their code. You can use them. It's all across the board. PS, meaning people serving. You can use those codes to get a discount on those accounts. So let's see what yep, we see that CL here on the other hand. So we got 1 more minute for this candle to close. So far it looks very, very bullish. We're gonna just wait and see what happens. The one as far as 85.43. I'm gonna say if it closes below 85.50, then of course we'll be taking the opportunity to sell. But the way in which we see this price going, it's kind of scary, right? So let me go on here. But yep, so it closed just 3 cents shy of 85.50. So that tells us that there's a lot of buyers in there, even though it closed right below that. But I'm gonna have to be very, very careful with that. We're trading that. Yeah. Yep. So the goal here is not to rush and take any trades. So 85.50, we see that going here. We can probably take a yeah, because I'm thinking about it. So we see here. See this rectangle. Okay. Like I said, it's possible that this could be the beginning of the push to the high side after all this, right? Can you imagine that? Even if the market is in a range, right? But even if you were like getting in your trades here every time the market came back. In fact, the first time it happened was here. Excuse me, the market happened again here. I know it's excuse me, it's hindsight, but hey, market came back here, make this exact same pullback right here, making wow, that's crazy, right? So okay, we see crude oil now making a pullback to the downside. Usually there's this thing where I've noticed the candle does. I think I stole the strategy from stole. I copied this strategy for someone else where when you see the market go into a certain direction, candlestick has to this certain way acts where it will make a half candle retest. So for example, like this one right here, probably will make a pullback all the way to the middle of the candle and then will leave the wick and it will go up to the will shoot to the upside. So those are things we have to be keeping in mind. And on the other hand here, whew, yeah, this is probably gonna keep going down here. On the other hand here, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So that's not NQ. Ooh, 85. Okay. So what NQ? Oh, we are going to try to stay disciplined and not jump in NQ. But on the other hand, I see gold making a serious pullback here. Gold is making a serious pullback here. Yeah, all we can really do here is just wait, sit on our hand, and I can just go over some of my notes on what I want to be doing. Okay. Yep. So guys, we are just waiting here. Basically it's power hour about to start. Oh, excuse me. I actually have a feeling that going live is gonna enhance or Yep. So guys, sorry. So going live is going to help me become consistent and profitable. Because I have you guys to be accountable to. And I'm not taking no just crazy random trades on here, which we are off to a great start, guys. We are off to a great start. Um, I like this already. I actually like this. So we will see. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep watching. Let's keep seeing what the market does. The goal here every day is not to make a lot of money. The goal here is to stay consistent and profitable. To know the reason why we are getting trades, why we are taking certain trades, and why we should be getting out of certain trades. What time, right? Because you always got to know your exit strategy. Even if you are a business owner and you open a business, are you going to have that business for the rest of your life till you die, or at some point you're going to decide to sell it, right? So, and that's exactly what we do with trading. I remember when I started trading uh, 2 years ago, and my instructor was like, all you really got to do is just follow your rules, and you should be making some money. And I was like, that's it. I'm about to be rich then, you know. But 2.5 years later now, I'm finding out that trading depends on your own. The success of trading depends on you, right? If you're gonna be keep making the same mistake like me, you probably want to find something else to get into. Your trading is not gonna do it for you, right? So, um, so basically, that's what we are. That's what we are gonna be doing here. We're gonna try to stay focused, consistent, write out our plans, and do what we gotta do. And this also, because I feel like a lot of times there are entrepreneurs who want to start or people who have the desire to become entrepreneurial, but sometimes we just see the gurus on YouTube and we don't know how to gain connection with those people, right? And it's hard. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to open this account, this YouTube channel, so that you know I have some type of information on here. Now, I'm not advising anybody to do any of the stuff I do. However, I'm just drawing some stuff on here that might be helpful to somebody, right? And this is the beginning. Of course, this might not be the best video and stuff, but as time goes by, we are going to be progressing for sure, right? We are going to be doing a lot of stuff on this channel. We're going to be live trading here. We're going to be giving trading updates. We are going to be, you know, hosting live and interacting with other people eventually, right? That's the goal on here. So, and we got this. We can do it. If other people can do it, we can do it too. And we can help other people if they want to be helped. So, we are here this morning, and I keep saying this morning because that's when I usually trade. So anyway, it's 112, and we see that NQ is still in that stronghold of 300 points to the downside now. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can take a stab at it. I'll go 2 points.
Order filled. Order filled.
And then just like that, we got stopped out. Our very first trade, well, actually that was a 5-point stopped out, guys. Our very first trade, we got stopped out. Let me adjust this. Excuse me. So just right there, that's a $600 loss, and that happened in like 5 seconds because of the volatility of the market, right? So usually when which I'm just gonna sit on my hand now and watch this market does the thing. It's too volatile for me right now. And if you are, you know, just joining, go ahead, subscribe. We're gonna be here every morning doing this. Um, so please go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Let's continue this journey together. Good thing I got out, or I had a stop loss. See, that's the importance. That's one of the reasons why I blew so many of my accounts, is because a lot of times I would trade without stop loss, and when the market went south on me, I blew my accounts, right? So if I had not had account stop loss on here, I probably would have been down by like $600 by this time. Yep, it would have been about 400 or $600 by this time, and that was gonna suck, right? Because the account size on here is $2,500, so now we have 2,300 to play around with, and we can't mess that up too much. So we have to be very careful with what we're doing. We got to be very calculated. What we're doing. So I'm not sure what if um let's see what gold is up to here. Oh man, this kind of pull. I feel like gold is gonna have a really hard time going up. It's gonna take some time, but it will be a very slow grind to the upside. Looking at this kind of move to recover that, it's gonna take some time for sure. It'll take some time. So we'll see. Oh, what the fuck? So earlier when I mentioned that half candlestick retest, see that's kind of what's going on here. So we're gonna hop on that
Order
with
filled.
contracts, and then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch that either go in our favor or go against us, right? So let's watch our second trade here. The goal is to take a maximum of 3 trades per day. So our first trade we've already taken, it was a loss. And we know the reason why that trade was a loss is because um, the market was very volatile. NQ is very volatile, and then we got into NQ. Um, we got into NQ, and we got stopped right out the door for like a $200 loss, right? So now we know that on our next trade, we have to sit down and really calculate and not just get into a trade that's like very, if we're going to get into a volatile trade, we have to get into a volatile trade that is either from a low or a high and not in the mid, not chase the price basically. So now you see we are in our second trade here, and this is crude oil. I was keeping my eye on crude oil. I mentioned earlier that this was going to, excuse me. And then also we see that gold, on the other hand, it's making some good move here. So catch it with that. Okay. So let's see if we can make some profit from CL. Okay, we'll just let our trade sit there, and then we'll start the journal. Because if you, I don't like being bored, right? But with this market, you have to consider to be bored, and you have to find things that you can do so that you don't feel like you always have to be in a trade 24/7. Because that's what leads to over trading. The goal here is that we want to minimize over trading and keep a lot of our profit in our pocket. That's the goal, or that's one of the goals here. Obviously, is to make money, but a lot of times we make money and then we don't keep them in our pocket. So we just let that roll. But now, if that goes all the way and hit our take profit for the day, that'll be phenomenal. That means we can pass the account in one day and then just trade the rest of the other days, right? So we are going to mark this here and journal for the day. I have a few journal here, 10% off FPL to overtime. Ooh. So guys, we see that. I think I'm gonna protect some profit here by getting out.
Order filled.
And just like that, we are out. Because what happened with wow, that was a shot to the upside. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. That was about 8 points loss or 8 cents. So that was a good trade. With Apex Trader funding, we have to be careful when we trade because what happens is they considered your intraday drawdown, right? So for example, this market, let me make this bigger. So for example, this market went up here, and whatever the difference was between this top here, 85.72, and basically 85.63, that was about a two, three, $300 loss. That counts as a loss to my account, even though I didn't take it, or even though I didn't close it in profit or whatever. That counts. So we got to be careful when we're trading. Um, our accounts, our eval accounts, basically. So now we see this market moving to the upside. That's fine because we never know. I shouldn't be getting scared, but actually I just waited on and let it play it out. But it's hard to let things play out when you see that, profit goes against you if you don't take them. And so if you can see it on here, unfortunately, I thought that I was trading that account, those three accounts. But actually the instrument was NQ for the three accounts. So when I traded on gold, or I mean crude oil, it only considered one account. So hey, that's not still bad. We still, got it a whole with a $460 profit. And that's the average we want to be making per day. 460, $460 or 500, just within that range. If we can consistently make that kind of profit, that's about $2,500 a week. And with Apex, if we have 20 accounts, you know, you just do your math. So every 2 weeks, that's about 5 grand, 10 grand a month. 20 accounts. That's making some I mean, not damage, but that's some serious profit, right? 10 times 10 is 100 times. So yeah, so just about 200 grand a month. It's hard to make, a lot of emotions, man, but it's possible though. I've seen a lot of guys make those kind of profit. We're not chasing the profit, but what we are gonna do is we're gonna stay disciplined and do what we have to do to make these profits, right? So it is what it is. We gotta do it. We gotta do it, and we can do it. Yeah, we need these. We need these. We need these. It's possible to make big money on here, Mm, 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 mm. Blessing never. And I'm gonna try to find some opportunity on here. I see that I could go about gold, trying to make some move to the upside. Even though it's stalling, 77, I'm gonna use a different account, not sell. And crude oil, not crude oil, but NQ, it's just crazy, right? It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. So we'll get that out. I'm gonna try to minimize this chart and just have it right up here. And then we're gonna be here until 2:33 o'clock, basically. So all right. All right, guys, I'll be right back, okay? right. Yep. Good thing we got out of this trade. See, this is what I was saying. Good thing we got out of this trade, because what would happen was we would have lost a decent amount here. So we're right on that one. I'm gonna let this. I'm just gonna sit on my hand. So we're gonna see here. Yeah, it's power hour now, so we don't expect a lot to be getting done here right now in this moment. But I think we're gonna go ahead and buy 3 contracts of gold, right? So we're gonna buy them in
Order
order.
submitted.
Because with this pullback here on this candlestick, this is a huge drop. Candlestick end up green. I think this just tells us that there's a possibility that we're going to be able to make some money in gold. So we're going to have that buy order right there.
Filled.
And we are risking $2 on there. And it's a 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? So if this trade goes against us, we're going to be losing about $600. If it goes in our favor, 3-to-1, that's 1,800. So let's see how that works out. I'm gonna just drop it down here to the 15 minutes time frame. We can watch it. And I'm just gonna be sitting here journaling and just writing stuff. Today 4:15. That's how this would play if I play some quiet music in the background. I hope they don't. I'm gonna try to find free copyrighted music, guys. Free copyright free quiet music.
If y'all don't got arcade, y'all better get arcade. It has the best samples in the game.
Virtual instruments, samplers, it's pretty much everything in one.
Before I head out, put
manifest anything and everything you might dream of if you get in harmony with how these
All right, so far we're just sitting here and watching what the market does. We see that our position is going good so far. We are up by $2. Um, we were risking, so now what we can do is move our risk up a little bit, and the goal here is to be able to make $1,800 on this trade. So we'll see if we can. There's a potential for that to happen. But worst case scenario, if it doesn't, we'll be losing a good amount because of the intraday trailing drawdown. So, however, we are going to stay tuned. I'm going to keep journaling. And by the way, I'll be ending this stream by 2:30. You know, I get really confused saying stream. I mixed the two words up a lot, so I don't know what's going on with that. But we will see. So yeah, we're just gonna keep sitting here and watching and see what's going on. And if you are just joining, please consider to subscribe. And if you are looking to buy some Apex Trader funding accounts, those are my discount code. You can use them and make some money on make some money on your accounts, basically, or save some money on your account. So, thank you very much. I'm just gonna keep sitting in the background here and doing my thing while this trade plays out. We'll see if it goes higher, or we'll see if it goes lower. Okay, guys. Woo! This is going up. We are just about $1.50 away. Okay, I'm going to close this trade.
Order filled.
So, yep, we're gonna close that trade right there. We don't want any more pullback. And as we can see, Now other account here, this one, this bottom one right here, we were down by $200 earlier, and now we are up by $880. I mean, we could have stayed in this trade and make some money, and that's where I struggle sometimes, right? Let me turn this off. But actually, that's where I struggle sometimes. Sitting by, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be better now that I'm trading live in front of you guys. But one of my struggles is sitting in front of the computer after a few loss, sitting in front of the computer and watching my trade go in profit and make, little pullbacks and go up and pullbacks. It's really hard for me to watch it sometimes. So, and a lot of times I end up getting out of my trade very early and leaving a lot on the table. But at the same time, those are in hindsight. So you don't know if the market is going to keep going up or what exactly is going to happen. So we will see. We'll get better. We'll get better. Um, we cannot go back. There is no back, so that's why you can't go back. There's no plan B. It's the only plan. So we're going to do this together. We are going to succeed in this together. But anyway, it sounds more like I'm lecturing now. Don't mind me. But yeah, so 3 accounts. The other account went down by 200. The other account went up by $880, 460. So the total goal here per day is to make somewhere around $400 to $500 at least, right? And when we have our accounts, our 20 accounts, which is the goal here, that will be awesome when we start to, see those consistent profits coming. But the thing about trading is that, it gives a lot of freedom. And I literally just sat here and just made that amount. Now, even though it's not live money, but put it in the perspective of that being live money, right? Then I'm done and gone and doing whatever I want to do for the rest of the day, basically. So that's the beauty about it. And we see NQ here. For some reason, every time, wait, the NQ go up? Probably did. It did. That was the last 15 minutes. And I said if that was going to turn green, I was probably not by my computer. I said that if that was going to turn green, I was going to jump in there for a short. And it did. This candlestick right here, it did turn green. That is about a that's over 50 points move. Oh my lord. 50 points. And we have to make $3,000 on this account. So if we're jumping that trade with 2 contracts, 50 points, you do your math. That's 100. That's 200 points. 100 times 20. That's $2,000. That would have gotten a very. I mean, that would have been more because let's say 35 to 50. That's 15 points. 75 here. 25. We would have just been right about there to our profit target. But we'll get it. We have a lot of time to do this. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh yeah, see, that's what I was saying. We gotta go too early, and then now what? Boom, profit target was gonna get hit. Let me see. I like to see this playing hindsight. Data series. Whew, man, oh man. Data series. Come down here. Marks only. Apply it. Look at that. Profit target was gonna get hit. We got in the trade right here. And we got out right here. Our target was literally right here. And we missed that opportunities. We missed it. Woo! That would have been good though. But there's always tomorrow, so there's always tomorrow. So far so good. We are gonna see if we can get another, if we can either, Risk $2 more $100. Nope, that's not. What's that? 78. So if I come back here, not this, but 78 is in red. Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Out of mercy, Can we get this account to green? Wow. Oh man, look at that. We got the opportunity from here. That was about what, a 10-point move, $10 move, I mean. $10 move, that would be about $3 grand. With 3 contracts, $3,000. We still didn't make this happen. Let's take one more trade here. We'll see. Let's sit on our hands a little bit. Sit on our hands a little bit. This was 7 and 7.
Order submitted.
So we're gonna sell. You know what? I'm gonna just get out of this
Order
trade right here.
canceled.
What's the time here? 1 more minute for that candlestick to close. So I'm gonna just get out of that. In fact, we got about 10 seconds. So I'm gonna get out of that and just watch the market close on that. And we have about 30 more minutes here for the trade to go. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Maybe we can make some more profit. Probably not. Maybe we can stay in our lane and keep what we made for the day. This worked out so beautifully. Even though I wasn't in it, I didn't make a lot of profit from it. But like I mentioned earlier, copy this strategy from a trader. He's a YouTuber as well, and I'm always watching for this. And this is like this kind of workout in most cases. Where I think whenever I have some good money and I'm trading my live account, and I decided to scalp as a strategy, I'm going to use the strategy right here. Just look at the trend on the market, jumping on a half candle retest, and just ride it to the break of the candle and just get out and just scalp that every time and get out. I mean, is it going to be a win every time? Absolutely not. But what happens if it's a win? Hey, they will make a decent amount of money, right? So that's what it is. We try to find opportunities where we can make money, pretty much. So, okay, I'm on a journal. So the second trade number 2. That was trade number 2. Trade number 2 we got in. Trade number 2 we got in into a CL. No, then number 2 I got in a CL trade, and then I just got in a gold trade. Okay.
Order filled.
So I'm getting back in that trade, but this time I'm gonna get back with my oh, that was the same account? You gotta be kidding me. 78. I'm gonna get in with the other account.
Order filled.
So I made a mistake on there and I just lost some money. Well, and that's what happens in trading. When you make a mistake, mistakes are not free. You pay for them. I'm gonna get NQ here.
Order filled.
So let's see how that goes. See, that's coming against her now. Just let it do a thing. Just let it do a thing. I know I said the max limit on our trade for the day was gonna be 3, but now we're at team trade number 4 or 5. So that's something we have to work on to get down. Oh my goodness, look at that goal, guys. Look at that. Let's see, was that 77? Okay, guys, I'll be right back. We'll see how this trade play out. And after this trade, we're gonna call it a day.
Stop filled.
Uh, this sucks. So yep, we see on there we got stop towel. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Look at where we got her at. Right here. Okay. Well, it was nice chatting up with you guys today. So thank you so much. God bless. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.